Call this meeting city council to order. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Here. Here.
Here.
Here.
Here.
Here.
Here.
Here. Chief Taylor's excused. Lieutenant Lewis is here in place. She is excused. Elena Luco is in her case.
All received a copy of the minutes of our last stated meeting. If there are no corrections or objections, I'll entertain a motion to accept them.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. I'd like to announce this time that Bradford City Council can and may hold executive session anytime between this and the next regular stated meeting. If I have any departmental reports to offer? Anybody have any correspondence to offer? Now comes the time to petition your visitors. If you'd like to address City Council, we ask you to please stand and state your name and address for the record.
Did it just address for anything?
What's that?
Can I just address my suggestion? I think James Beaver, 17 Charlotte Ave. There's a property next to 915 Charlotte Ave that's owned by Harry Solari. This got vacated by Donnie Rhodes and Mike Winston. It is infested with roaches, and now they're climbing up my house and getting into my house. You walk down the street, they're climbing around, they're in telephone poles and stuff. I'm just looking for a remedy or an answer. Instead of spending thousands of dollars to get everything what I can do or what stuff I can do, make Harry liable for this incident.
Yeah, so if you look in the agenda, Mr. Newberg, we're passing two ordinances this evening that allow us to enforce what is called summary abatement for a public nuisance. Third class city code changed several years ago, and this is a new section that allows the city to act quicker on nuisances. Once if these are passed this evening, we should be immediately moving on this, and this allows us to hold the owner responsible for the abatement of the nuisance. Now, unfortunately, I don't know that that is going to necessarily be a remedy for your property if it's already infested. But we will take care of 15 Charlotte Avenue and assess the cost there. I would assume that your remedy, if you suffered loss from somebody else's negligence, would be to contact an attorney and follow through with that. But we will be, if this passes, if I'm aware of the issue, we do know that action is taking place. So we will immediately start investigating this tomorrow, but by law, we had to do this first.
Well, thanks for your time as well. Just me answer to figure out what my next step is. Thank you.
I have a problem up on South Avenue.
What's your name, sir?
114 South Avenue. Been on my, been empty and the gas hasn't been hooked up. They ran the gas line up South Avenue. They did not hook the house up. Been empty for 10 years, and somebody, city told me there's 100 houses on the list. I figured after 10 years, it should be up by the top. It's on the high side.
Now that 114 South Avenue, is that your address or the address of the South Street? Okay.
But there's raccoons in there. One day the guy was painting Harry's house across the street. I said, look up there in the window, the raccoon said, in the window. And his wife saw it going down across the yard. She said it looked pretty big. So, but then a week and a half ago, there was one sitting in the bathroom room which facing my house. And it looked like a younger one. So I don't know if it had babies. I don't dare to go in that house anymore. It's not boarded up. The back door is always open. I go over there and try to board it off. But I don't know if people come up there and go in there, but it's, and there's skunks in there. Sometimes there's a woodchuck living in there. Cats. We got all the cats from across the street when they tore that Brown house down.
So there's typically meeting, an informal meeting for discussions on houses, and I will, what should be prioritized, and so on and so forth. I will make sure that this house is addressed at the next meeting. I can't promise you quicker action, but I can promise you that it will be part of the discussion.
Yeah. Because I had, my son had, oh, that old city computer, Victory, he come up and looked at it one day, this is 3 or 4 years ago. He said he could right down over the back bank with the excavator and load it right out in the street if they, somebody could get it. I don't know why they're not doing it.
Well, it really comes down to funding, sir. We're lucky to get 3 to 8 houses a year torn down. And you'll tear one down and you think that this one's a big problem, but then this one's a bigger problem. I'm not trying to make an excuse, I'm just trying to simply,
What's the status of the house?
I need more than excuse.
I don't know the status.
Is it in a repository now?
Is it a tax repository?
I don't know.
I will follow up after the meeting, or if you want to give me your number now, if you want to stay for the meeting, I can follow up and let you know the status that it currently sits at.
It's probably no stats, because I go
Well,
upstairs all the time and talk to them. Everybody tells me, go to the council meeting, you'll get more action.
Well, here you are, so
My wife's scared to death now, there's been 3 fires up around here, somebody's setting fires in this bay. She's worried about that one. Last week, there was some guy sitting in the chair watching TV, and out the window, and here's some guy walking up along, looking in the windows of the red house. He said he looked about 30 years old and was kind of dirty and scruffy. Of course, I hear there's homeless people living up back on the hill again.
not sure.
Up West Court Street, go down the end of the round, that's what I heard. But the house is, I mean, the poor guy that bought Cleveland's house, he works there. Him and his wife both work out there at the plants in Woodland on High Street.
So it's directly next to their house?
Yeah, well, it's
So
about
it's
10
in-
feet between.
It's in between yours and theirs.
Yeah,
Okay.
You give him your number before you leave? Okay, thank you.
My name's Jeff Mutzbach, and I understand about what you told Mr. Newberg. I just wanted to add that I live at 7 Charlotte Avenue, and the gentleman who rented the house from set the back of my house on fire. And then there was talk about that next day they went in, did a inspection, they condemned the house, the people are still living there for 3 months. I was just wondering, they can't fix my house if and when they're going to tear the house down before they do, because if they demolish it, they'll have to redo my back of my house. I was just wondering, is this house going to be demolished? And if it is, then are they gonna bug bomb and demolish it so I can get the back of my house fixed? Or are they gonna leave the house up so I can get my house fixed? Because Harry said that he and a friend were gonna come over this fall, they have no problem, fix the house. All I wanted to know is, you can't fix the house, they're gonna tear the house down, so we're on the back of my house. Because we're only an arm's length away from each other, so I just wanted to know what they're gonna do.
I have no idea the structural condition of the house. I can tell you if it's not a safety hazard, it's unlikely we're gonna move to immediately tear it down. If to abate the nuisance of the cockroaches, if we tore it down, it would just make it worse. So your first step would be, they had this problem years ago on Hodson's Place. We will have to contact somebody, chances are we'll have to tent off the house and fumigate it to eliminate the roaches, but I would say if you're at, without knowing the condition, physical structure of the
Have you
house.
ever, I was just saying, have you ever been in the house? Have you ever looked through the door? All they do is have a 2-foot alleyway going through the whole house. Remember, it's a fire hazard also.
But that doesn't make it an immediate need to demolish. We can tell Harry to demolish it possibly, but it's gotta go. What we are doing is going to immediately address the cockroach. There are other avenues, such as the Board of Health, that will have to address the long-term problem of that house.
Okay, so during that, so you're not gonna tear it down for a couple of years, so therefore
I
you're
don't-
gonna have
I
Harry
didn't-
come in or Harry come
I
in and
did
fix my
not say
house.
that. What I said is I can't give you an answer. What I can tell you is we're gonna abate the nuisance of the roaches, but I don't make the decision on whether we
And,
demolish the
and let me
house.
tell you something, there's ants, roaches, fleas, ticks, mice. And the guy who went in and sprayed said out of 18 years, he didn't say it's one of the most, he said it's the most disgusting place because they sell that rotting garbage in there. So until you get out the rotting garbage, you're not gonna be able to spray your tent because they're gonna live off that. That's all I gotta say. So all I want is get my house fixed. You know, it's been 5 months, I heard my boards are rotting in the back. Because there's nothing to protect it because of what his tenant did in the house. But I just wanted to know if they were gonna tear it down, because I just need my house fixed, that's all. So, that's all I want to say.
So whatever. It's part of it. Did you, Mr. Maxwell, at the time of the fire, did you speak to Mr. Harry Soleric about whether or not he had insurance on the structure?
Oh, yes, he said he was gonna fix my house.
But did he give you the insurance information?
No,
for the
he would
structure?
not give me the insurance information. He said he'd send it to me. I tried to get a hold. He won't answer his phone. He won't do anything. Then he came down Friday when the guy came to spray, tried to tell us he wasn't gonna do anything to the house, that the roaches would die by freezing to death this winter.
Do you have,
I got a witness right there.
do you have homeowner?
No, I don't have any insurance yet.
Okay.
I'm going to, but as I said, I'm on
I-
a fixed
I
income
would-
because I'm not working.
I would do a right to know request for the fire report, and if that information, if it was insurance, it's likely releasable information, put on the fire report.
Because he already told me he fixed the house through his insurance. That's
I'm
no
just
problem.
trying to give you an avenue to get your house fixed, if it's,
Okay, well, as I said, he told me, and I'll take him at his word, that he's gonna come this fall and fix it with a friend. If that doesn't happen, then I'll go a different course. I just wanted to find out certain things if you were tearing the house down, or
I'm not
anybody,
sure
that's what
yet.
I'd like to know.
I think, didn't we hear originally he said he was gonna tear it down and then decided maybe he wouldn't tear it down?
Yeah, he told us that. He said he wasn't gonna tear it down, he was gonna go in, he was gonna refurbish it.
I think you might wanna, do what he said, file a right to know request for the fire report. He might be able to get his insurance information from that fire report, where you could contact the insurance company and not have to wait to see what happens later this fall.
All right, good, I'll do that. And do I just go to the fire department to do that, or do I have to come to City
the
Hall?
form's available online, you can fill it out, or you can come to City Hall and fill it out.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. Thank you.
Anybody else?
Carolyn Newhouse with the Bradford Area Alliance. I just brought a couple flyers for city council members, just as a reminder that the 4th annual Harvey L. Guybach Business Competition is coming up. We've been canvassing the area. The many downtown businesses in our local industry have been so gracious in hanging posters. You probably start seeing the yard signs. We met a milestone earlier of having over 100 businesses apply for the competition since we started. That's really significant because in the 10 years before COVID, our community lost 150 business establishments. So if we can get hundreds of businesses to apply and we can start creating a wealth building entrepreneur ecosystem, that's how we'll be able to increase our tax revenue and attract and retain new businesses and people. So just brought this for everybody if you want to just distribute. And please, I'd like to ask just if you know of any local businesses or, you can just send them to the website.
Thank you, Carol. I think that's everything. We'll go forward with old business, bill number 11, ordinance general file number 2947.69, amend traffic regulations, alternate parking district survey.
Make a motion? I'll second. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
CO 5529, general file number 2947.69, calendar number 11, sections 2023. Then ordinance general file number 2947, an ordinance amending an ordinance of the city of Bradford, King County, Pennsylvania, providing for traffic and parking regulations.
So moved.
So second.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 37327, authorize transfer of American Recovery Plan Act monies to the general fund account, Council Finance. Second? Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 37328, accept quote and approve payment to Macau Fabricators, Inc.
Second.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 37329, exonerate the city treasurer from collecting certain 2023 city property taxes, council fine. Second. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 37330, permission to advertise for the sale of one 2003 Chevrolet one of a kind. DPW.
Second.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 37331, permission to advertise for the sale of one 1999 International Refuse Recycling.
Second.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Number 37332, approve payment of modern material please.
Second. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 37333, approve payment to A&H Equipment Company, Streets. Second. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 37334, authorization for special events waiver for Winter YMCA corporate challenge parks.
Second. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 37335, approve payment for all electric fire and.
Second.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Number 37336, approve payment to Twin Tiers Golf Association, OECD.
Second. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Number 37337, authorize the filing of a home program grant application to the Department of Community and Economic Development for owner occupied housing rehabilitation in the city of Bradford, OECD.
Second.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Number 37338, authorize the proper officers of City of Bradford execute change order number 2 with Bob Cummins Construction Company with Callahan Park Recreation Improvements Project Phase 1 OECD.
Second.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Number 37339, authorize the proper officers of the City of Bradford execute an agreement with Breeze Line for Internet Services OECD.
Second.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Number 37340, designation of the City of Bradford Health Department to investigate and determine public nuisance existence. Board of Health.
Second.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Number 37341, adopt the City of Bradford Health Department criteria for determining a public nuisance and summary abatement. Board of Health.
Second.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 37342, certificate of appropriateness to Stanley E. Victoria Jr., owner of 71 Main Street, DPW.
Second.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 37343, certificate of appropriateness to State Farm Insurance, Devon Kloss owner, 53 Main Street, DPW.
Second. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 37344, certificate of appropriateness to First Free Methodist Church, Pastor Jim Lunaway of 18 Boylston Street, DPW.
Second. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Number 37345, certificate of appropriateness to Yellow Dog Real Estate, ownership Tim and Kristen Hassinger, 46 Boylston Street, DPW.
Second.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. We'd like to thank you all for coming this evening. There'll be no further business for City Council. I entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Week or so